Hi everyone, I hope everybody's well. It's been a crazy little time here. I'm sure you've heard through the grapevine that we've been going through a state of emergency for 8 days. We were literally snowed in. It was crazy. I don't want to go through anything like that in my life again. But good news is life is getting back to normal here on the island, and I wanted to film my eyeshadow palettes. I need to get another one of these things because it's starting to fall apart. I had this one for like 5 or 10 years now. I say more close to 10. But anyway, this is some of my palettes here in this drawer. I'm going to pull out. So that's just an overview. Somebody has broken open. So I have eyeshadow dust or whatever all over the inside of the drawer. But that's one drawer. And this is my second one, which doesn't have all eyeshadow palettes, but these are just my makeup erasers. But has from here on is face palettes, or is eyeshadow palettes, and then back here are some face palettes and my color switch and false lashes and things like that. But anyway, I'm going to show you now what palettes I have in my collection. I have my first Natasha Denona palette ordered. If you follow my Facebook group, you'll see that I'm very excited. I don't know what's going to get here because of the state of emergency we went through. Mail service right now is about 2 to 3 weeks behind. So I'm not sure when I'm going to get the parcel, and then I got to worry about if it's frozen by the time I get it, because that's a real concern this time of year. So it might be frozen and broke, so I hope it's not. But anyway, I'll keep you updated. I got the new Natasha Denona. Sorry. My first Natasha Denona product. Natasha Denona Love Palette. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I'm going to go ahead and show you my eyeshadow collection. Okay, guys, this is what's in my first drawer. This is, of course, the classic Urban Decay Original Naked Palette. I got this one when they discontinued it, the last batch they made before they discontinued it. So this is my second one of these. So this why this looks so brand new, but I got that just before it discontinued. I have the Naked Smoky palette, or Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. I'm not going to swatch these, but I might open them so you can see. I don't use this very much. This is not really my color story. Excuse the nails, guys. I'm just taking a break from false nails right now, and they're kind of like, they've been through some shit, okay? So I don't really use this very often, I think, because not necessarily the color scheme, even though I'm not a neutral person very much. I think it's the order. Like, this seems very out of order to me, backwards. I don't know what it is. I'm going to really try to put it in a Shop My Stash, maybe, and get to use this, because this has not been loved, and I really should give it to somebody else who can love it, but hold on, I got something on my lens. There we go. Who should love it, but I'm a stickler for keeping my collection together, especially I got all the other Urban Decays, so I don't know. But anyway, that's that one. I got the Naked Cherry. I didn't much care for the Naked Heat or the Honey, because that's too out of my comfort zone. I like this. This is beautiful. This is what I like. Pinks and purples and browns, and you know, this is more of my color scene. Sorry. I have green eyes, so this works really well. Really love this palette. The Naked 3, which I'm heard they're discontinuing, so I'm going to buy another one soon, I think. I got this when it first came out, so this one has been through some shit. It doesn't look like I used it, but I have used it. I'm very much of a neat freak, so I do clean my brushes and my palettes often. Usually after every time I use them. And I have Urban Decay Moon Dust. I love this fucking thing. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, what my favorite color is, Magnetic. I couldn't see. Sorry, guys. I don't have my glasses on. Magnetic is my favorite one, as you can see. I got a big dip in her. But love these. Naked 2. I'm not a big fan of this one either because I'm not sure why. Okay, this thing's gonna open. I'm not sure why. I think it's maybe too neutrally for me. I'm not sure. I might put it in a Shop My Stash, or I've seen some people do project pans. I've been thinking about doing that because I bought this brand new when it first came out, and you know, it has been used, but as you can see, it's not well loved. I have the Naked Smoked, the Urban Decay Smoked, I should say. It's not Naked Smoked. And if I can get this open. Oh, I got one hand, people. One hand and no editing skills. What's going on with the camera? Oh, there we go. So this has been well loved, believe it or not. You can see. It used to have a eyeliner came with it, which I long time used. But I love these colors, especially the bottom row. Not so much as the top row, except for like Freestyle and Kink for like brow colors. This is an oldie but goodie. This is the Urban Decay Vice, which I'm really upset that they don't make the Vices anymore. Like, they haven't come out with one in a while. This is a Vice 4, I think. I want to say 3 or 4. But I love this. Oh, brush them out. Does it say what Vice it is on it? No, it just says Vice, but I think it's Vice 4. Love these colors. This has been well loved, as you can tell. Look at the dents in this thing. Love this color scheme. Too bad they don't make these anymore. And then this is the Vice. Oh no, sorry, I got mixed up. This is the Vice 3. This is the Vice 4. This was the very last Vice they came out with. And like I said, it comes on the package. I really miss these palettes because these were phenomenal. And I wish Urban Decay does more of these. And this is not as well loved as the other one, but I'm getting through it. I know some of you guys are going to say, well, it looks like none of your stuff is touched. It is touched. If you put it on an angle, you can see indentations I made and stuff like that. But I'm very much, every time I use a palette, I clean it. So that's just me. So I'm not a messy person. Oh, let's see. Let's haul some of these mini palettes over. I am totally obsessed with these mini palettes that have come out, and I think it's really good because I mean, I don't travel off island very often, but I do travel around the island a lot summertime because I don't like to stay in town during the summer. And so these palettes like this, I really like this. These kind of palettes. This is my culprit that's causing such a mess in my drawer. It's the Huda. Words are hard. Huda Beauty Gemstone Obsessions. And I dropped this on the floor. And so, yeah. She's busted. But I think this is still available and I might order another one. This is the Urban Decay Nocturnal Shadow Box. Love this one. As you can see, she's been a little well loved. I want to work on this one a little too. Backfire has definitely gotten a hit. Love this palette. This is the Urban Decay, what was this called? Living on the Edge or something like that. Always on Edge. This one was really good. I love the design. It's a skull, but as you can see, it's like all animals and flowers and a knife in there. Deer, spiders, snakes. It's really nice design on this package. And let's see if I can open it one hand. Okay. And these are all glitter palettes, which I love. I have no qualms about using a glitter palette. Once again, the red on this is dented right down to the bottom. I'm almost a pan on that. I have the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions. Like I said, I got green eyes, so purple is wonderful. Love it. I have the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions. Oh, once again, gorgeous color scheme on that. I got these recently. I just put them up in a new video. The Huda Beauty Nudes. This is the Nude Light. I don't know if I'm going to be able to open it. Oh, I can. Nude Light. Don't let these colors fool you. They are gorgeous. It looks very, it reminds me very much of the Urban Decay Naked 3 in a way. Like, look, like very kind of similar, but not really. I mean, these colors are kind of, oh, it's sliding away. These colors are kind of similar, but oh my god. Am I obsessed with Huda Beauty colors? These mini palettes. The light one. The dark one, or the rich. I love this one too because it has red undertone, and like I said, oh look, getting shadow everywhere. As I said, I have green eyes, so like reds and purples and pinks just pop. As basic color theory, you should always go with check color wheels and go against whatever opposite color your eye is, because it will make your eyes pop. This thing, I know it looks very blah, but oh my god, go get you a whole bunch. This is the Aphrodisiac Urban Decay palette. I don't think this was, I don't know if I have to open this now. Hold on. I don't think this was very widely known about. I think you could only get this in Shoppers in Canada and in Ulta in the States. I don't think it came to Sephora at all, but it's like the Little Naked Basics palettes, but I like this one better because it's more my color story, right? I mean, you could make, 2, maybe 3 looks out of this. It's very easy to go on the go. This is the original shadow box. I think it is. Yeah. Which hit pan on one color. Now, I love this color, this Free Love. I had repurchased this color in a single. It's the only single I own, and I haven't fucking used it since I bought it. So, I don't know why I did it, because I was in love with this color. But, yeah, I think I need to show this palette more love, too. Like I said, I'm thinking about doing, like, a declutter series, or not declutter, but like a Shop My Stash. Another Huda Beauty's Obsession palette. This is the Mauve Obsessions. And this, as you can see, I already hit pan on the transition shade here, because that's my skin tone, to be quite honest. And oh my god, these are so dirty because one of my shadows broke. And this is the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions. Once again, absolutely stunning. I love the mixtures of matte and satins and shimmers, because you could take this on the go anywhere and make complete color. This is another thing that I don't think got too popular, but I love, it's actual glitter in it. Like, this is actually glitter, but I fucking love this one too. I love this. As you can see, it is quite dented. I've never used the white base very much, but I've used the black base. This is excellent. You definitely need a glitter glue. I would suggest glitter glue with any glitters or satins, because they make them pop. But I don't think this was very popular, but I don't know why. It's very, the colors are very, I love them. Like, they're very poppy. I've used them all, except for the gold one, I think, but look, can you imagine that on an eye with like a good primer? Oh, to die for, to die for. And I have the original Urban Decay Electric palette. Open it. There you go. The original. Now, she's looking a bit rough, I got to say. She is looking a bit rough. And something's going on with this pan here. I don't know if you can see. It's kind of like a discoloration going on. So, they released a new one. Or I seen on Trend Mood, they are going to release a new one. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy another one or not. I kind of don't think so. I mean, I use this, but it only gets used like Halloween, Christmas time, Pride, stuff like that. I mean, besides Slow Burn and Revolt, I use those two kind of regularly, to be quite honest, because I'm not afraid of color. These tend to pull like a bruise on me because I'm so light skinned and I have pink undertone. Fringe is good. I've worn that for like St. Patty's Day, stuff like that. But in general, this palette only gets pulled out for special occasions mostly. So I'm going to keep it because it's a classic, but I don't know. Now I have two from She Who Shall Not Be Named. I don't know. I've heard about the rebranding, so I'm excited about that. I heard Kat Von D is out of the makeup business. She has no business being in it anymore. I know she did this whole ranty thing where she was talking about, she blamed influencers for leaving, for her decision to leave the brand. But we all know she shot herself in the foot over that one. I mean, with her, between her anti-vaxxing views and her anti-Semitic views, yeah, she basically buried her own company. So I bought these way before any controversy with her occurred. But as you can see, they're gorgeous. I can't fault her product. She makes a good product. But did I want to put it? I haven't bought anything since the controversy came out because I did not want to. This one is Chrysalis, I believe. Yeah, this has a wonderful design on 2 skulls and butterflies. I didn't want to buy anything, put my money towards. I mean, if you want to avoid a brand or, you know, make any changes seriously in your life, talk with your money, because that's the only way anything is going to work, if you talk with your money. And boycotting this brand is a lot of people who, I'm sure if you watch a lot of YouTube, it actually worked. We actually got her out, and now her parent company who produces these products is slowly changing her name. So if you wanted to go ahead and buy some of her older stuff, I would suggest go do it now before it's discontinued and you're not putting any money into Kat Von D's products. So into Kat Von D's pocket, I should say. So go ahead and purchase. So this is the last one on my first drawer, and this is the Interstellar. I got this actually only a year ago. It just popped up randomly on the Sephora app because I missed out when it first came out. But this is, I gotta say, like, I can't fault her formula. I can't fault her products. I mean, she shot herself in the foot. But this is really good. I like how, you know, it's grouped, different looks. Not that you can't cross look, but that's what it goes do for this look. You know, you can do this and this in quads, or you can, I mean, you could take this and go here, you could go here, but it's well planned out, unlike the Smoky palette, Urban Decay Smoky palette. Like, this palette is hardly laid out, and not that I can't come up with my own look. I mean, I've been doing makeup a long time. It's just that this is easier to see what I can do and what I'm inspired to do. So that's it for my first drawer. Let me go on to the second one now. Okay, here's my second drawer. I just realized I have 33 eyeshadow palettes. That's just for eyeshadow and stuff, not including face palettes and stuff. I will link my previous videos down below for my face palettes and stuff like that. So I got another one coming. So that's what, 34 palettes. That's kind of crazy. I think I need to do something about my shopping addiction for eyeshadow palettes. But anyway, this is another one that I don't think that got, let me change hands here. Oh, without touching my fucking lens would be good. Hold on, guys. I'm doing this with one hand and I'm waiting for my ring light to come in, but it's been a hard winter and stuff hasn't come in. I already had to send back a ring light for getting damaged in mail, so bear with me. Maybe by summer I'll improve, but whatever. This is the Urban Decay Ultimate Naked Basics. Love this palette. It's obviously just all mattes. This one is kind of like a shimmer brow shade, but it's basically all mattes. It's like a complimentary palette. I don't know why this never really caught on. I think it did, but I would like to see Urban Decay bring this back, actually, because it was really good. Or one kind of like that and have like shimmers or satins, because Urban Decay is really good for that. As you can see, a theme, I'm really in love with Urban Decay. Urban Decay can almost make anything, and I would almost buy it. Like I said, I didn't get the Honey palette or the Heat palette because they just didn't talk to me. The Heat palette I really wanted, and I saw it in person and swatched it, and it was like, no go. So So that's that one. This is one of my favorites. I got eyeshadow on everything. This is the Urban Decay a full spectrum palette. This was a limited edition a couple of years ago, and I love. Oh, there goes my brush. I love these, and I know these is bright colors. I guess wipe it off a little bit. I know these are bright colors, and when I was talking about the other electric palette, I said I didn't use it much, but this one I actually use a lot. Let me switch hands. Because the layout, I'm very meticulous person, so this layout makes sense to me, and it's much more easier for me to have a look and to do a look. Did this get pulled out? Oh my god, look at all the glitter. I need to clean this brush. See how I'm getting distracted? But anyway, I like the layout of this, and I like the way it looks, and it's structured from light to dark. It makes sense. So I really think I should start using it more though, because just to use it up before it goes bad. I mean, I am the type of person who collects. So would I ever get it out of my collection? A big fucking hell no. But I want to use it. I want to get my money's worth out of it. I mean, it has been, if you tilt it, you can see how the indentations in it. But love this palette. They should bring this back too. I really was surprised. I recently got into Dominique Cosmetics. It was never on my radar. It was never anything I was interested in purchasing until I got this. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Storm. I think BoxyCharm came out with a smaller palette called Celestial Thunder or something like that. I mean, if you get BoxyCharm, let me know. But I don't, because I'm a hoarder without it. And these colors, magnificent. This is actually a duochrome. Love the layout, the way it's structured. Even though this is, a lot of people were saying this is for more professionals, this is definitely something that anybody can use because it's laid out for you. I mean, if you're not the adventurous type and you don't know what to do, just follow, you know, colors. You know what I mean? You could do that perfectly. It's laid out like that. Or you can cross color. You know, it's a perfect half mattes, half shimmers or satins. And there's just duochrome, which I don't know if you can see. The light might not be that good. And these are like fucking butter. They're delicious. Like, I'm not even a green person because I don't like green on my eyes, but look. I don't know. It's magnificent. I love this fucking palette. And I will definitely keep Dominique Cosmetics on my radar. Now, this is another series that I think was very underrated. It's Sephora Pro series. I have a Sephora Pro blush palette and a highlighter palette that is absolutely bomb. They were about, I think, $38 Canadian, not quite sure, but definitely under 40 bucks for six. One had 6 blushes in it and one had 6 highlighters in it. I had 2 of them, and I'm pretty sure it's in one of my videos. If you go down to my Shop My Stash videos, I'm sure you'll be able to find them. But the quality on these is excellent. And I got the, which one did I get? This is the Pro Pigment. So once again, these are pigments, which if you're not used to using pigments can be a pain in the ass. You have to know how to use them. Does this have a particular name? Pro Editorial, I guess. See if I can open it. This again, love this. This color story is up my alley. These are actually like, these ones on the top are actually like this. They remind me of the Kat Von D when she came out with the, oh, what do you call it? They're highlighters, but they can actually put on top of eyeshadows to change the consistency or color of your eyeshadows. These are very similar like that. Love them. You could top them up top of matte eyeshadows, and they were, sorry guys, I'm having a hard time focusing today. And I'm jittery. I'm sorry. I'm very jittery. You got your good array of mattes. These down here Hold on, I get away my hand here. I'll change hands for a second. Oh, when I change hands, for some reason my fingers show up on the thing. There you go. These ones down here are to die for. As you can tell, I'm not much of a neutral kind of girl. I like color. Yeah, this is right up my alley. And I think if you got your hands on any of these pro palettes, I believe they're on sale right now at half off. I paid, I want to say $80 for this one, but I believe they're $50 now. Don't quote me on that, but they have a neutral one. They have a pastel one, I think, but they have all different ones. Just check it out on the Sephora app. Go for it. I'm not sure about the States, but definitely in Canada, they're on sale right now. This is the, I'm wiping this off as it goes. This is the Urban Decay After Dark palette. Now this was supposed to be the replacement palette for the electric palette. And I love this more than I like the electric palette. I think it's more doable. It still has like that color fringe, but these colors are more doable. They're more, you can use for special occasions or any day, you know. So I don't know why this was here and gone. I don't know if anybody else got this palette, but this was here and gone like it never existed. And I don't know what the fuck why. I don't know what happened. Did the sales not go? I don't know. But then again, I have unique, oh, let me clean this off. I know, I will admit, I have unique taste in shadows, as I'm sure you guys can see by my choices. And I know somebody has said something really weird to me the other day, because I mean, I'm 40 years old. Anybody who follows me on my Facebook group knows, you know, I'm not afraid to wear bold colors. And somebody actually said to me, older women shouldn't wear glitter. And I basically said, go fuck yourself. Because I don't, you know, you should not tell other women what they should and shouldn't do, first of all. And secondly, I like it. I like it. It feels good. I like the way it looks. I'm sorry if you're not comfortable with it. To be quite honest, I get the same way with when I wear my clothes. I mean, anybody who sees me on my lives know that I'm a plus size girl. I'm 250 pounds. I'm 5'11". I'm tall. I'm curvy. I'm big. And I wear tight fitting clothes. And I like to wear tight fitting clothes because I don't like to wear baggy clothes, because I think it, personally, I think it makes me look like a box, or it makes me look bigger. And, you know, I get that some people don't have body confidence no matter what size they are. I've had people have come to me and be like, I've actually had a really kind of a sad story of a lady had come up to me and asked me one time when I was out at a club with a dress on, and she's like, she was plus size like me. She was actually much smaller than I am. And she complimented me on my dress, and I told her where I got my dress, and she's like, I wish I could wear something like that. And of course, drunk saucy me said, of course you can, just put it on. And she's like, no, my thighs are too thick, my arms are too big, blah, blah. You know, and to each their own. But I guess the point of my rambling story is that, you know, some of us feel comfortable using this stuff and some of us don't. So I guess if you don't feel comfortable with it, don't buy it. It's your goddamn money. But don't turn around and tell me what I can't fucking put on my body, okay? If I want to wear a fucking blue eyeshadow and go out in a thong, you can't fucking stop me. It's not against the law. You know, it's not the fucking, it's 2020, not 1920. So don't fucking tell me what to do, okay? That was a big rant, but anyway. If anybody else has this palette, let me know how they feel about it. I also have this one. I love this one. I tried to pan it last summer. I've taken on 3 vacations with me, and I still haven't panned it. I had hard pan on it though, but this is really good. This is the Urban Decay Talk Back, or Back Talk. I think this has not been out. This didn't get as reviews as I thought it would either. Sorry, the light is coming and going. We actually have sunlight here today. And guys, I'm really sorry if I'm rambling, if I'm talking really fast, but ADHD is real today. I'm not making fun of it. I have ADHD, and I don't know what's going on, but I'm kind of blah, 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 okay? So just bear with me. Love these colors. I think these could go, anybody could use these colors. You know, it's good neutral. I got a little mirror in it. The only thing I don't like, if you put this mirror in wrong, it doesn't close. I don't think it was necessary to have a mirror. They could have the thing like this, but it's really good for traveling. I mean, you can bring a mirror with you and whatever. On the other side, let me just let you see all the colors here. Really nice colors. This is my favorite. Oh, hold on. Look at that. But they're all, I mean, you can have a neutral look. Also, if you turn the other side, there's, I think these are all blushes and 2 highlights or something like that. Yeah, that's a highlight. 2 blushes and 2 highlights. As you can see, I hit hard pan. I even use this highlight as an eyeshadow. I mean, they're very, you know, tip for anybody who has makeup, and even if you have a large collection or a quote-unquote normal collection, whatever that is. But if you have a more tame collection and you probably only have 5 or 6 things in your collection, you know, you're not that big into makeup, but you like to have it in case you go out. Just because it says, you know, eyeshadow or it says blush, you don't have to use it as a blush or an eyeshadow. This would make a beautiful eyeshadow. This would make a beautiful subtle daytime eyeshadow. I have used them as eyeshadows. So blush is very interchangeable. Lipstick too as well. Like, you can use lipstick as an eyeshadow, but I'd be a little bit careful about that because some lipsticks are lip safe but not eye safe because your lip is thicker. You know, the skin on your lip is thick. Your skin on your eyes is very thin. So you want to be careful with that. And also for allergy purposes too, because I myself, I'm allergic to cocoa, and there's cocoa in everything, especially in beauty products. They put it in fucking everything. So I can wear eyeshadow with cocoa only because I have to put a base on first. I wouldn't let it touch my skin directly. Same with the blushes or highlight. I wouldn't let it touch my skin directly because I will have allergic reaction. But if I have like, you know, my foundation on first and a primer, and I usually put 2 primers on my eyes anyway, I'm pretty safe. So that's another thing, where your eyes are very thin. The point I'm trying to make, guys, I mean, seriously, you guys are going to think I'm crazy. But the point I'm trying to make is that you can take any makeup and put it anywhere on your body, almost. You just have to check and make sure if it says it's safe for eyes or not. I know a lot of Americans, when it comes to glitters and eyeshadows, it says, or not glitters, but let's say vegan eyeshadows and stuff like that. Most eyeshadows that have a red or pink base are made with a beetle called carmine. And in order for something to be vegan, it has to not have carmine. So in order to do that, they use a synthetic dye. And I mean, you shouldn't be scared of a synthetic dye. A lot of times, you know, natural is not always best. And I know that if that doesn't realize, a lot of people don't realize that, but natural is sometimes not always best. I mean, you can just think of it this way. People have food allergies to natural things like peanuts. My husband has a mushroom allergy. These are things that grow naturally, you know. So you can get synthetic stuff that's made in a lab has to be tested. And, you know, everybody's going to be allergic to something. There's always something, just like your food, your medication, your shampoo, your nail polish, your body creams, all that stuff is very well tested. And we're lucky to live in a country that it's very, very safe products. A lot of products are very safe. You know, I know people are very conscious to check where their products come from, and that's really good. But I don't mind buying things that are not cruelty-free for 2 reasons. One is the whole pigment situation, the carmine. If you get something that's not vegan and it has reds, pinks, purples, anything that needs a red base or a pink, you know what I'm trying to tell you, like a primary color, red. Carmine is extremely safe because it's natural, and it's safe, and it doesn't stain the skin. Vegan products, a lot of vegan products, you'll see warnings on them. They'll say they're not eye safe. That doesn't mean you're going to go blind or anything like that. It just means if you have really sensitive eyes, be careful. This is where I suggest, if you're a type of person who is insistent on vegan products, please, please, please use primers. Primers are like the condom of the makeup world, okay? That's the best way I could put it. I know a lot of people say, I don't see a need for primers or blah, blah, whatever. But trust me, it's just like wearing a condom, you know? It will help put an extra layer. Not that, backtrack a little bit. I mean, you can be allergic to ingredients in primers too, you know? But most primers are either water-based or silicone-based, which is very safe. Silicone is used in a lot of stuff, medical procedures. Very, very safe. Water-based, even safer. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you're going to put if you're going to put vegan products on your eyes, I definitely, especially if you're going into pink territory, something that doesn't use carmine, but instead use synthetic dyes, which for 90% of the population is safe. Now, I know myself, especially being very fair-skinned. I'm not sure if anybody else with darker skin, let me know in the comments. But if I have a non-vegan eyeshadow, even with a primer, 9 times out of 10, I get my eyes stained for 2 or 3 days. So it looks like I got pink eye for 2 or 3 days. Have I had an allergic reaction? No, I have not. But I'm sure you can find on YouTube, like anywhere else, people having reactions. I'm not going off on a rant here now, but I also want to talk about the clean beauty movement and stuff like that. I'm all for that. And I'm trying to do as natural as I can because I'm very sensitive to perfumes and things like that. But I also know that natural is not always safe because it's not really tested as much as something synthetically made in a lab. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you. I know that for sure a lot of synthetic products are made before we even know what things are. And also people forget that vegan doesn't really mean slavery free when it comes to talc and mica practices. That's something I might talk about in another video, but people, it kind of, you know, rubs me the wrong way. It's not like I don't care about animal testing and stuff like that. I do. I mean, you know, but I can't really say anything about it because I mean, I eat meat. I'm a meat eater. I eat eggs, fish, chicken, pork, that kind of thing. I eat, you know, that every day. So I can't really say much about it, but for people who are vegans, I think sometimes you might want to think about your products, what you might be sacrificing so an animal doesn't get hurt, but you're promoting slavery. You're promoting products sometimes that are made through nefarious means. Same thing with the coffee industry, which is kind of catching up. You know, I guess just in case people are out of the loop, I'm a heavy coffee drinker. I love coffee. I'm very connoisseur about what I drink. I make sure I get like ethically sourced free trade coffee because for a long time, which I only knew the last 5 years, is that a lot of coffees are picked and produced by people who are basically slaves, who are, you know, there's no way around it. It's slave labor. Mica is mined by children. You know, so if you want to, in my old age, I've really try to do my research. And for me, humans are more important than animals. I'm not trying to start an argument with anybody who, you know, I love animals. I have 3 cats, 2 birds. I'm very much an animal person. I love animals. I wouldn't want to see one hurt or anything like that. But I also grew up around farms. My grandfather raised pigs, you know, slaughtered chickens, that sort of thing. You know, I'm much aware of how the world works. And to me, I would definitely lose sleep over children getting put into slave mines and basically mined to death to make my mica for my face and my talc, which, by the way, talc naturally grows in nature next to asbestos. So there's always a chance that you might get asbestos poisoning, no matter how fucking ethically sourced or, you know. So I don't know if I'm making any sense or I'm just rambling. But guys, you know, do your research into your products. I mean, like, a manufacturer's not going to tell you exactly where they get their mica and stuff because they don't want to give away their secrets of where, you know, how they make their formulas and stuff. But a lot of companies have come out to say, CoverGirl is definitely one of them, which is a major company that they say that they're, I think CoverGirl, and don't get me wrong, I think L'Oreal as well, has come out to say they have ethically sourced mine mica, which is much more safer for the body than talc. They still have talc in their products. They also have synthetic talc sometimes, which is much more safer than the stuff that's mined out of the ground, because if you do your research, talc in nature kind of grows alongside asbestos, which asbestos, it's a natural thing. It's not asbestos is not man-made. It's a natural product. But anyway, enough rambling. Let me get back to the last bit of this video. And I'm sorry I went on a tangent, but I really thought it was something important I had to say. I got the Urban Decay Heavy Metals Metallic Eyeshadow Palette. I think I kept it in the box because it's very clumsy and very odd. I don't like the shape of this product. I know why a lot of people didn't like it. The mirror's in the middle. It doesn't even have nothing to stand it up on. There's my ugly face. I'm in my pajamas. So it's very bulky. It's hard to store. It doesn't travel well. But the shadows are like, it's all glitters. And I'm a sucker for glitter. As you can see, these are well dented, well loved. I really wish Urban Decay would come out with this again. Oh, look, I'm all dirty. But in a more user-friendly form. This is hard to store. I mean, I have a big collection, not like big as most YouTubers, because this is not my job. This is something I do for fun. But I can imagine if you had a collection, like to store this is bulky. This packaging is, it's pretty to look at, but it's not functional. And I think functional packaging is an important thing as well, to have function and beauty. And I'm a sucker for packaging. I mean, you put something nice on, I will go ahead and buy it. But these formulas, this is what I think Urban Decay does best, is shimmers and satins. And I know that Urban Decay, the Naked Kick, they're very popular for their Naked line, but I really think they're getting missed with and I don't know the numbers and I don't know what their sales is like, but I think their glitter formula and shimmer formula really is the best one I've ever tried. Even without a primer or a glitter glue, look, like these are fucking magnificent. And I think that Urban Decay should really reinvest into something like this and try to get away from the Naked line. I don't know about you guys, but do you feel that like Naked, the Naked, not only the Urban Decay Naked line, but I think, I don't know how to call it, like, the basic, you know, shadows, the, Jesus, I'm having a brain fart. The more, nudes, I do think they're going out of stock. I personally was never a big nude person. I had to buy nudes for transition colors because I realized after I got into makeup and did it more that I can't just shove a glitter. You can do that. I guess you can do that, but you know, aesthetically pleasing. And as I got more into makeup and the makeup world, I realized that I need a neutral to blend up, to transition my makeup in, you know, to blend my makeup seamlessly. I mean, you need that brow color, you need that brown, you need that beige, you need at least a skin tone color, whatever your skin tone is, and an undertone color, whatever your undertone is, to seamlessly blend your makeup no matter what look you're going for. And you know, in the early, when I got into makeup first, in a little bit in high school, not so much in college because I did engineering, so it's not like I was the only, there's only me and one other girl in my whole class. I was with guys all day. You know, we're testing equipment. We're allowed electrical. I didn't wear jewelry because it was dangerous to wear jewelry. I didn't really wear makeup because, you know, I slapped on like my eyebrows and a bit of mascara and maybe a bit of lipstick and went, because I just didn't have time for it. And if I did wear shadow, go out on a weekend, I did like the whole dip my finger in it, put it on my eye and went. I didn't have time for blending. I didn't blend. I didn't know what blending was. I even think at one point I still own those little, brushes, the foam things that come in like the fancy Chanel eyeshadows, that I don't know why they still come in there. I mean, can we all get over those little things? The only thing I can think of is that it caters to women who are older than me, like Chanel. And so they put those little, I'm sure guys know what you're talking about. They're like little blending things. I don't even have one to show you, but not a brush, but little things with little sponge applicators. If you look up Chanel, all Chanel, which is a really expensive brand, all Chanel makeup products come with those little eye applicators. I don't know who uses them. I don't know. Definitely not my demographic, and I'm 40, and I don't use them. I haven't used them since grade 9. Please get rid of them. But anyway, I think that I would like to hear people's opinions on anything I've talked about today, and if I'm making any sense, and like I said, if I'm rambling, I'm sorry. I'm going through some things with my ADHD and my bipolar, and I'm kind of rambly. It's hard to do this video, so I'm sorry. But Urban Decay, I think, should go back to its roots, which I think it's the glitters and the shimmers, and it works out really good. Let me just move this out of the way. Try not to break it. When I say I'm a sucker for packaging, I'm a sucker for packaging. Once again, I bought this before the whole Kat Von D scandal. This is the Sinner and Saint palette. This is a work of fucking art. This is what I hardly keep the box of any products, as you'll see. I only kept the box to this product because it's bulky and it doesn't fit into my collection very well. So the box kind of, I can't put nothing on top of this. It's just going to slide off. So the box that keeps it going. But I kept this box for the artwork. I'm thinking about maybe cutting it out or putting it in a frame because it's really gorgeous. Hold on. Let me get this out. Okay, sorry about that. I had to use 2 hands. This is embroidered, embossed. This all name colors on the back. Let's see. What year is this? What got me this though is what I hate about palettes too. Depending on what your eyeshadows are made of. Like this one says 8 months. I think, can you zoom in? Is the expiration date 9 months? That's fucking ridiculous. I think it's, I don't know if it's companies covering their asses by putting the expiration dates so close on eyeshadows, but I can understand on lipsticks. I don't think you should have a lipstick more than a year, maybe 2, depending how you store your lipsticks, like depending on what temperature they're in, the part of your world. I mean, here it's very cold, doesn't often get humid. It might get humid during the summertime, so stuff is preserved. If there's any way to, I mean, I've had lipsticks that are 2 to 3 years old, but liquids definitely I can see having a 9 months expiry date. I think mascara you're supposed to change every 9 months, but to put 9 months on an eyeshadow, I've had some eyeshadows 5-6 years, and no, they're still good. So let me just open this up. And this is gorgeous. Look at this. Oh, the sun's shining in now, making everything brighter, but this is gorgeous. Love this palette. I'm almost hesitate to use this because it's so pretty aesthetically, and I'm a sucker for packaging. I know I rambled on about, the smoky not being in order, and I know a lot of people said this was not in order, but I think it's themed very well because, I mean, this is supposed to be the Saint side, so nice flow down here, and the Sinner side, nice flow down here, but I could see how much people, if they didn't know what the theme was, how this was going. So love this. This is beautiful aesthetically. Now I think I only got one palette left. Yeah, This is my new baby. Well, one of my new babies. This is the ABH Norvenus collection. This is the first one that she came out with. Let me open it. Now, this is the, well, I don't know what this is called besides Norvina palette. It's the purple, I call it the purple edition. So it's like the purples, pinks. You know, I love this color story. This color story is right up my alley. I will say this is a pro pigment palette. And it's definitely not for the faint of heart. Not for somebody who worked with pigments, who hasn't worked with pigments before. I barely, like, I was doing a look with this shadow, and I barely had to touch my brush like this, like that. Like this, that. It's enough to do your eye on a brush. It is very pigmented. You have to know how to work. This is not beginner friendly, I will tell you right now. If you are a beginner, I mean, I'm not a professional, but I mean, I'm intermediate, I guess. Like, I don't consider myself professional, but, you know. Anyway, this is very professional. Not for the faint of heart. Even I had fucked up my eye doing this because I put too much on my brush. I even put my brush in, tapped it, still put it on my eye. And whoo! And these colors are, this is this vegan? Let me say. Let's see. Yeah, it has the bunny, so it's cruelty free and it's vegan. And like I said, it says 18 months on this, right? Which I'm pretty sure it's a way for companies to cover their ass, because if you use this over 18 months and then something happens to you, they're not liable. Or they can say, well, the warning label's on it. But this is vegan, which means it's made with a synthetic dye and not with carmine. So no anybody got hurt, or there's no animals used in it. But I guarantee all these colors, these, your oranges too. I'm not sure if blue would have the synthetic dyes, but I know that this one definitely does. These do stain. These will stain. I even have a video up, I'll put in my description, where I was swatching these and my arm was stained miserably. So definitely use your primer with this. I didn't have any irritation, and I'm pretty sensitive skin. Like, at a scale 1 to 10, I'm probably a 6 for irritation. You know, if there's anything in it to irritate your skin, I will fucking be irritated. So it was definitely something I would keep in mind when you're using it. But anyway, that's my eyeshadow collection. And the next video I'm planning on having up is whenever it shows up, the Natasha Denona Love palette. I got some really cool free samples in that too. And so I can't wait to show you guys. I also ordered a palette, a benefit palette for my daughter. She wanted a Christmas, but it was kind of expensive for, it's like the benefit box powders. There was 3 of them. I think it was Hula Light, Dandelion, and another blush. I thought it was kind of expensive. It was like $42 Canadian. When you can get, you know, those big things that ABH comes out with every year, 75 Canadian. So I didn't think it was a very good value. And but she really wanted it for Christmas. It went on sale. It's on sale now if you want to check it out, for $24, which is more manageable. So I got it for her. But I will show you guys if it shows up. If you were interested in getting one, I don't know if you can get one now, but I think it's a nice little travel one. And anyway, hope everybody's having a great time, and questions, comments, concerns, likes, you know, and hopefully I won't be so rambling in my next video. I really do apologize. Like I said before, I have ADHD and bipolar disorder, and I'm not sure if it's because of the weather we've been having, and it's just kind of acting up, and I don't mind mentioning it because it's just a sickness like any other sickness somebody would have. So it might explain my rambling and my not very clear and concise thoughts. But anyway, I hope everybody liked the video, and like, comment, subscribe, check out my Facebook, check out my previous videos. If you have any suggestions for any videos, that'd be nice. If you're part of my Facebook group, I do live makeup applications. Once again, like I said, I'm trying to get a ring light or something so those things look more aesthetically. But it's just been the weather here and trying to get stuff. I'm in an island, live on an island in the middle of the North Atlantic, so it's hard to get things this time of the year. But anyway, I am rambling. I have to get off. Bye, guys. Love you, and subscribe.